Tonight's game is called NanoQuest. Subtitle, It's a Small World. No relation to Disney. I don't think they got permission to use that phrase. This was a game that was released in 2006, I think. 2006. Released by, it was developed by CanDo Interactive and released by, I don't know who, I think it was just self-published by the company that on the site. You could get the game and you could play it in your browser and then also download it at nanoquest.ie, which is Ireland. I don't know how I discovered this game, but I downloaded it, I played it, I was like, this game is fucking stupid. At one point, the NanoQuest website went down and never came back up. The domain name has not been renewed. It's a placeholder page. It's nothing. So I started searching the web for copies of NanoQuest, and there were none. None. There were websites for teachers and shit that talked about the game and how you can get your students to play it and ask them questions about nanoscience, because it is a shitty educational game. But the game was released during an era where people just bandwidth was a thing. NanoQuest is like a 50 megabyte exe file, and having 50 megabyte hosting a 50 megabyte file and having the bandwidth to let hundreds of people download that, a lot of sites just didn't have that luxury back then. So nobody ever hosted the game on their site. They just linked to the NanoQuest site. So when the site died, that was it. There were no backups. You would think okay, well, go to archive.org and visit the site and go to the download page. They usually have a backup of the files on the download page. Yes, but in order to download a game rather than play it in your browser, you would have to fill out a form and say, I'm a student, I'm a teacher, put in your email address, click answer a couple questions about how you heard about the game, stupid bullshit like that. You had to fill out a form and then hit submit, and then the website would do its thing and then provide you the download link. This obviously did not work in archive.org because that one little barrier fucked the whole thing up. NanoQuest became a lost game. It's lost media. No one had it. No one could play it. Trust me, I looked off and on for many years, but we prevailed. We found what may have been the only working download link for this game on the internet that was not like a fucking porn virus or whatever. I downloaded it. I confirmed that it worked. I immediately made copies of it and stored it on flashcards and on my Dropbox, and I uploaded it to my website. We're gonna debut this game. We're gonna premiere this game that was formerly lost media that we saved from oblivion. We're gonna play this game. It's a shitty game. We're gonna have a great time, and then afterwards, we're gonna be unveiling the inaugural addition to the Gatorbox Secret Stash, because by saving this game, we're going to pass it on to everybody else and let everyone enjoy it so that it never becomes lost again. Reflex and I haven't played this game in 12 years. 11 or 12 years. What can you tell us about NanoQuest? It's a Small World.
The only thing I remember is when you were playing this game when I got home from school, and I went upstairs and we played through. It took us more than one day to beat it, and it was the only parts that I remember is the ending was really shitty. I remember that, and I have the picture in my head, and it's gonna be funny to see it again for the first time in 12 years. And then there's this one mission where you have to drive this really shitty car.
Yes,
and
I remember the car.
And
I
it's
remember the car.
You're trying to outrun someone that's trying to
yeah, are you?
Yeah, no, it's there's this black robotic dude, I think. I remember there's a shitty car that the wheels are 4 little balls and stuff.
Yes, they're balls.
Yeah.
They're buckyballs. That's what they're called. I remember having to drive the car, but I remember the physics was just it was permanently driving on ice.
Yeah,
that's what I remember. I remember the first level. I saw bits and pieces when I was just making sure the controls worked. I remember the jump either being that when you jump, you either do or you go like that. There's no in between. It's either or just like a little, it's like a little ET jump. I remember a little bit. I remember a little bit about the story. I know that there's like two characters, and they're like in a lab, and they there's a shrink. Obviously there's a shrink machine because he gets shrunken down to nano size, and he like steps in the machine, and the bad guy like locks the kid in there or something, and then shrinks him down. So there's a lot of things that like between us we could probably retell the entire game, but I feel like we're gonna draw the line right there. We're gonna hop over to Gatorbox Classic. We're gonna load up NanoQuest, and it's gonna be the first time anyone has seen footage of this game, live or otherwise, for a decade. And it's a world first. It's not a great first, but it's still a first. So here we go.